Hello, all of our GHL and legally teaching engineer sports fans. I'm Dylan back here with Max and Sam Loga. Today will be Wednesday, April 19th. And this week, we're chatting with the Kentucky Wildcat swimmer, aren't we, Max?
We are pretty legendary. I'm excited for this episode. I got a lot of hardball questions to be thrown at her. So
I agree. So we're gonna do a little roundtable sports. Sam, we're gonna do an interview kind of with our guest speaker, the Miss Swimmer, and then we're gonna finish with some picks, right?
Heck yeah, it's going to be a good show. Make sure you guys watch to the end.
I agree. Absolutely. Watch till the end. The title: Cats Can Swim. That's the title. Cats Can Swim. This is episode 31. It is Wednesday, April 19th. But today, while we film this, it's the 18th of April, and I'd be remiss to not mention it is our grandfather's 89th birthday. Happy birthday, Grandpa Loga. You are a GHL. We appreciate all your listening. So with that, let's get on with episode 31.
One, two, three, four, five. Everybody in the house.
all right, Sam, I'm gonna go right after you real quick. Why did I play that song?
I do know the taggers. I don't get them down here at all in any way, shape, or form. But yes, I see your guys' texts.
Hey, don't let them Tigers get hot, baby. Don't let them get hot. 5 in a row. So
3 straight walk-off wins.
Yep.
5 in a row overall.
Shout out to Kerry Carpenter today. Watched it and 8-pitch at bat in the 9th pitch.
Is it too early to get excited?
Well, they are 7-9, so yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Kerry Carpenter did hit a walk-off home run, and then the second part of the doubleheader, I watched him strike out twice. I'm not sure what else he did. So that's the ebb and flow of the Detroit Tigers 2023. But Eduardo Rodriguez looked amazing in game 2. He had 10 strikeouts, no runs. It's the first time since like 2000 and it was Max Scherzer and something. It's a long time ago that someone did that for the Tigers. So very impressive. Good song choice.
Thank you. I mean, going off of that, so we had our NHL and NBA playoffs. I mean, they're in full swing right now, so it's pretty exciting times. Shout out to Tyler Bertuzzi last night in his first ever NHL game, 2 assists, kind of dominated. So snap.
All I saw was him steal a stick.
Yeah, 2 assists and a stick. There we go. That's what I was gonna say. Flip it to the NBA. I'm sure you both saw it. Who was in the wrong, Sabonis or Draymond?
Back at Tron, I had a friend. He also stepped on a person's chest during a game, and he will openly admit he knew what he was doing. So,
Hey, I mean, 2 wrongs don't make a right. So
Max, let me break down that statement. Sabonis was wrong.
yeah,
Draymond was wrong.
Draymond was
Since
wrong.
Draymond was the second one, he was more wrong.
Yeah, he didn't need to retaliate.
Yeah, I agree.
He looks way worse than Sabonis.
I agree. And then how about the way he kind of like acted like he was getting kicked out? Are you in the WWE? Like, what are you doing, my guy? Like, come on.
Also,
yeah, I found that very strange. Very strange.
You heard he say he's requesting an X-ray or an MRI on his ankle because he woke up this morning with some soreness.
I saw it.
All right, dude.
Yeah. So but the NBA and NHL playoffs are in full swing. I love it. My bracket's not off to a good start. Max, you got something to say? Say it.
I do. It's the first time ever in Steph Curry's career he's been down 0-2.
Yeah.
First time ever.
Do they come back?
Yes. I think Steph will put them on his back, put 60 in for the next 4 games. They'll sweep from this point on.
Warriors in 6, Sam says.
I don't know. I think the Kings have that dog in them, and I think the Warriors can't beat them at their home arena, and it's going to go 7, and I think the Kings win it.
I think the Warriors were better off if Draymond gets suspended for the rest of the series. I feel like he's just antagonizing and feeding the fuel of the Kings. So
they need Draymond. He's not a point scorer, but he's a doer thinger guy. I don't know. It's
doer thing.
You doer thinger guy. So the NBA came out with new awards this year. The NBA is weird. You guys know they're doing like an in-season tournament next year. The NBA is a weird place. But regardless, let's go back to this new award. They came out with a clutch performance award or some shit like that. And the Sacramento Kings, De'Aaron Fox, he's probably gonna win it. He's been the most clutchest like the last second shots or like in the fourth quarter down or up or X amount of points. He's like going to win that award, and he's on the Kings team and they're up 2-0 on the Warriors. I don't know. I think it goes 7, and I think it goes to overtime, and then I think the Kings win. So that's what I'm going. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. We've got multiple games on tonight. We got multiple games on tomorrow night. I'm really jacked up about the playoffs, both sports. I like it a lot. Back to the Tigers quick. Happy 40th birthday to Miguel Cabrera. Ayo.
Happy
so
28th to Jake Rogers.
Yeah. So that's funny you say that. So Mickey's birthday, they celebrate him in the game 1, and then it's like the broadcaster's like, yeah, so it's also Jake Rogers' birthday. And happy birthday, guy. Yeah. Sam, do you have anything for the roundtable?
Honestly, not much. I did see today Wrexham is 1 win or 1 loss away from being promoted. Congrats to them, and congrats to the pay that they're all about to make.
Yeah. Still 4 levels, or it would be 3 levels, I think, at this point if they were to be promoted, right? Up, down to 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're still a long way away, but
yeah, it's still cool. To me, the Boston Marathon was yesterday. Did you guys see who ran it? A random person, Max. Who is it?
Zdeno Chara. You see his number?
No.
33333. So it's his hockey number just twice over.
Right. He ran an 8-minute pace 26 times over, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I did see that. It was like a 3 hour something. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And then my last one, I'm gonna do it. Adam Fantilli throws out the first pitch for the Tigers tomorrow. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
I got one more, and it's shout out to Sam. Sam, you got is that a Trine shirt you have on?
It is a I Heart Trine dance.
Do you recently know what other sports team is in the news for Trine?
No, what?
Trine softball. Back to back perfect games.
Yeah.
Back to back. They run ruled Adrian, and then they run ruled Albion in 5.
My lack of surprise, if you know Trine softball, you will understand they are a machine.
I did look up their record. They're 26-3 right now.
Wow.
So
they are the epitome of a D3 team that probably should be in D2, almost D1 at this point with what they do to the D3 schedule they have. You don't park outside their fence. I'll tell you that. You avoid that area.
Max, what's Trine's nickname?
The Thunder.
Good job. Very nice. All right, anything else, Sam?
Nah, I'm tapped.
That was my last tidbit of information for this.
My last one. We're gonna get a sign-up sheet out for the 999 on August 18th in the Mistake on the Lake, which is Cleveland, Ohio. So please sign up. We're gonna have a what is it, Sam? A Google Doc. And
Google Doc. You guys can put your name down. That way we have an idea of who's showing up.
And we're gonna have shirts for it. So it's gonna be maybe like a logo or something on the front, and then we're just gonna have a blank back so we can tally up what the innings and stuff for the dogs and the beers. So get people signed up. We already got a few. We got Matt Iwanski, and Lauren Klaus. They're in. Working on a couple others. So yeah, the more the merrier.
Yeah, I hear Cleveland's beautiful that time of year, guys. So
it's a dump hole. Don't worry about it. We'll be in and out. It's a business trip. All right, excellent. With that, we're gonna move to Dylan's Serenity Now segment. Multiple ones I wanted to do. Honestly, it was like little tic-tac things. I don't know if you guys saw it. There was the Twitter thing with the dickhead pitcher from the Blue Jays who basically said, "F you, United Airlines, for making my kid who threw popcorn on the ground. Mother pick up the popcorn that she literally's kid threw on the ground." And then he tweeted to follow it up. Thanks everyone's support. United Airlines is taking care of this internally. So basically, he got someone in trouble. Real piece of shit. And that real piece of shit, his name is Anthony Bass, and he's from Dearborn, Michigan. He went to Wayne State University, so that sucks. Thought about that one. Another one I thought about was a dude who broke the push-up record. He had over 1,000 push-ups in an hour. It's like 53 a minute. He literally went down about this far. I don't know who it was called push-ups. That was really soft. Serenity freaking out. I'm not doing that, though. Instead, I saw the Fenway Park benches yesterday. They were going nuts. Took me back to April in the D. Made me real sad. Made me think, damn, Detroit, where are you? 2014 it's been since the Tigers have been in the playoffs. Sam, when's the last time the Detroit Pistons have won a playoff game?
2003.
Sam, they won the NBA championship 2004.
Okay, so then 2005.
2008, but that's still a very long time. Max, when's the last time the Lions won a playoff game?
Ooh, like 1989, maybe?
91, very close. Red Wings, Sam.
2012.
Not bad. 2016. The last time a Detroit team won a title.
Had to be the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Yep, 2008. Good job. Over 5,000 days ago. Detroit sports. Come on. We got the Lions coming, maybe, but come on. Like people try and tell us that Detroit fans aren't great fans, but we're here. Yeah, there were 57 people today at Comerica Park, but we're still here. Come on.
I mean, come on. It's a Tuesday.
Hey, Serenity Now. Let's go. I want April in the D next year. Let's go. I want the Tigers playing, which they will be. I want the Pistons in the playoffs. And I want the Red Wings in the playoffs. Let's go. Serenity freaking now. All right. Sam, give us a lowdown on Stage Dreaming Designs.
Gladly. All right, guys. As you know, Stage Dreaming Designs partnered with this podcast. So make sure you guys check out their website and support this podcast through the purchase of an LTES shirt. That purchase helps us do cool things for you, like our current contests that are going on, all the free shirts we give out, and gets us cool guests like what's coming on now.
Absolutely. Sam, quick side note. We should get GHL shirts, like Great Heroic Listener shirts.
Yeah. We'll have to talk with the boss and see what that comes down to.
Fair enough. All right. So our guest is here. Before I turn it over to Max, I want to do a quick introduction. So our guest, she is an all-freshman SEC swimmer at the University of Kentucky, who prior to her first year at the UK, Grace, our guest, was a state champion backstroker in Iowa and a 3-time high school All-American, who is the sister of one of our favorite LTES guests, Grace Frericks. Thank you for joining.
Welcome, Grace. Thank you. So, like Dylan said, she is the sister of Jackson. So he was on for Iowa football. He was on with Tyler. So, I mean, we kind of laid out with Grace earlier what we're going to do. Sam, do you have any questions for Grace? Lead it off, Sam.
Oh, you want me to go first? Fantastic. I love that. Okay. What is your favorite type of water? I'm going to narrow it down to 3 choices. You have fresh, salt, or chlorinated.
Definitely not chlorinated. So many of our girls at the pool, like their eyebrows have been burnt off, and like our just skin is so bad. Salt water definitely is the best. I love the ocean. I would much rather like swim in the ocean.
Same. Love salt water. Would swim in it all day.
That's actually absurd. So your girls on your team, our eyebrows are just like burned off?
A lot of them, like I say like I have like darker hair, so my eyebrows are a little bit stronger, but a lot of the girls with like blonde hair, or even just like not so much hair, like you're just in the pool so much that the chlorine just kind of kills it.
Wow.
I can see it. That chlorine. You know what it's like, Max, when Dad pours that.
Yeah, my eyebrows for 25 years are still going strong. So
Yeah, but to my question, Grace, so swimming, is it a year-round thing? Like, are you in the pool year-round?
So yes, the college season is like August to March for like practices and stuff technically, but we're swimming all year round. I took a week off after NCAAs, which my coach was like, let's just take 3 days off instead and get back in the water. I was like, there's no way. Like a week's not long enough, but we're back on the same schedule. Once school's out, we'll go to summer schedule with it, which is like we'll add another practice just because we're not going to be in school. And so, I mean, we're in the pool for like up to 4 hours a day, and there is no like off season.
And that's why those eyebrows come out, Max.
Yeah.
It makes more sense now. It makes more sense.
Damn. Max, your turn.
All right, I'll go. So, Grace, I mean, gotta let our listeners know, what do you swim for the University of Kentucky? What is your specialty?
So back in high school, I was like mostly backstroke and then like sprint freestyle. And then like Kentucky's kind of known to be like backstroke U. So we have tons of really good backstrokers here. So when I first got here, they kind of moved me to just like strictly freestyle. And I think like halfway through the year, they kind of realized like backstroke's still like my number one specialty. So I've gotten back to more backstroke, but I still do freestyle and I do like the mid distance, so like hundreds and 200s.
That's awesome. Okay, that's sweet. So you backstroke at backstroke you. That's got to say something. That's impressive.
Like being a
we
corner
had
and
like
9 footer.
we had like 3 freshman girls this year make NCAAs for backstroke.
Wow, that's very impressive. Dylan.
Yeah, so Grace, backstroke you. That is pretty badass. I'm gonna drop that. So why and how did you end up at backstroke you?
So I always kind of knew I wanted to go out of state. Like I love Iowa, but like it's cool to go somewhere new. And like I kind of wanted to go a little bit more south and warm, even though Kentucky's not that much warmer, but it's a little more southern. And actually during like the recruitment process, it opens up like summer of your junior year. Within a month, Iowa cut their swimming program. So that was kind of like, oh, Iowa's out of the question. Like, where do I go now? And I had calls all summer, and then it was like October and COVID was still going on. Like there were no like official visits. And so I kind of like narrowed it down to like top 4 or 5, took an unofficial to Kentucky just because I wasn't going to commit here without like seeing the campus. I couldn't meet the coaches really other than just phone call, but I got to see the campus and like I kind of just knew like this was probably the place for me. And I had the scholarship waiting for me and I kind of just knew I had to take it.
Nice. It's badass. So you like the campus of Kentucky.
I do. For how like big of like an SEC school this like is, like you can walk from one side to the other within like 20 minutes for classes.
Wow. Dang.
That's
That's
awesome.
really cool. Nice. All right, I turn it over. Sam, I see you have.
Yeah, I mean, I've driven through Kentucky quite a bit on our travels, and I've never swung by it because we drive right past the College of Louisville, but I've never driven through the Kentucky campus. Might have to add that. But my question's back to the ocean, since you mentioned it as your favorite. So picture this, you're in the ocean, scary movie style, Jaws situation. You're in the ocean and the boat's a little ways away. You make it back to the boat or no?
I would like I have like the skills to make it to the boat besides like
Okay.
like the ocean's just crazy and you never know with like waves and stuff that even like the best swimmer might not make it back, but like a shark's gonna be faster than me, that if there's a shark it's gonna get me, but
But you're confident though, you can make
We'll
it
throw a
back.
poll up.
I can make
a
it back.
great white. Grace are a great white. We'll see what people think.
Yeah. Wow.
Grace is Grace. Thanks.
Yeah. So we had Jackson on. He mentioned. So I'm pulling this out of the archives because Tyler actually told me to ask you this. So when he was on, we asked him about what he played growing up. And he said swimming was his specialty. So if we put Jackson and you in the pool together, who is the best Frericks in the house?
I will give credit to him. He was a really good swimmer. Like I think like as we were getting like older, like he was always like a little bit better, but now since he's stopped, like I've obviously like surpassed him. He has the height advantage by like a lot, but I would definitely kick his butt, like no doubt.
I love that. So Jackson, when you listen to this, let you know your sister's got your number.
Turn
Mhm.
it back. I actually had that written down, Max. Generally, who's the better athlete? Grace or Jackson?
He is, I think once I chose swimming, I lost all my like real athletic ability. I used to play like basketball, volleyball, and soccer, and I was really good at those. I grew super fast. So like I'm 5'9" right now. I've been 5'9" since I was 12. And so like I was kind of like an animal on the basketball court. Like I was the one like I would body the girls. Like I was already like a foot taller than him. So I was really good and aggressive when I was younger. And then I chose swimming. And for some reason, like a lot of my athletic ability went away. I still like think I'm probably like the most athletic on my swim team for like a couple things, and like I can still go out and shoot hoops, but like he's got me there now.
Pretty cool though. I respect that. Most athletic on the swim team. I like that a lot. All right. Sam, we're gonna flip it back to you actually.
All right. I'll keep it going. All right. So what is your favorite sea/fish inspired movie?
Probably just the basic Finding Nemo or like the Little Mermaid, because like you kind of just grow up watching those.
Yes.
And like that's just like the first like animated like sea stuff you see. And then like as a younger girl, you're watching like princess movies and you see the water and you're like, oh, I swim too.
I respect that. It's good.
That's fair.
Dylan, what do you got?
Oh, I've got lots. Kroger Field or Rupp Arena?
Rupp is so cool, by the way, like they do the introductions and everything. Like they shut the lights. They do all of these like fire and like flashlights come out. And like I remember I went to like my first basketball game there to watch, and I was like, why can't the swim team have these cool hype videos? Like what is, like I wish we were a little bit more exciting like that. But Kroger Field's really fun as well, especially like more of like the tailgating part. But I will have to say, like growing up in Iowa and going to like Hawkeye games, watching like my brother, there's just something about like the Iowa football like walkout to Back in Black, and just it's a little bit bigger and I feel like it's louder. So definitely Rupp over it.
So confirmed basketball school.
Yeah.
Really, and I've been to a game at Kroger Field. I saw Toledo play Kentucky, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Rupp without even ever being a Rupp. So nice.
I mean, we're kind of like choked at this year, and we say every year like, oh, next year we're gonna be unstoppable, but we say that every year. I don't know.
Fair enough. Mac?
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of bounce off of that one. So other than swimming at Kentucky, what is your favorite sport to like root for or be like? I don't know. I mean, maybe you can't go to parties or go to parties and off the cuff. Which sport at Kentucky is the best?
Still have to go with basketball. I mean, that's probably like that's what kind of brings in the money. That's the most exciting. I would probably choose to go watch like a basketball game first.
Yeah.
Besides, I like the atmosphere of like before the football games, like hanging out and tailgating. But I'd probably watch a basketball game over anything.
That makes like Dylan just said, basketball school confirmed.
Love it. I'm cutting in, Sam. Sorry. I had a person ask me this that wanted me to know, Grace. So someone wanted me to ask this question to you. How long do you think you can tread water for?
I could go for so long. Treading water is probably like the easiest thing to do. I mean, especially if you have like your arms, like when we don't do this very much in like college swimming practices, but I remember like in high school we would go and tread water, but we would have like our hands like above our head or like in our streamline, and you'd have to like you're going up and down through the water. But if you're just treading water and you're just kind of hanging out, that's easy.
Okay. Could you play polo?
No, I wish. Because like I know like growing up playing like the more athletic sports of like the balls and stuff, that with paired swimming I would be really good at it, but Iowa didn't have anything like that. I wish I kind of like grew up more in like I think it's in the East Coast, probably West Coast too.
It's definitely an East Coast thing. All right, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sam, I see it. Something's coming. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'll ping off Dylan's there. So what's your favorite water-based activity other than just swimming? So like Marco Polo, Like the
But you
shark
know-
game, like basic games.
Sharks and minnows, definitely. We would do I have like begged to do it here, but back home we would do like intense sharks and minnows. So like you would go underwater and the shark would have to like bring you out of the water to tag you. And it's like you are getting scratched, you are getting hit, you are being dragged out of the water. And I was always really good at it because I was like, I'm gonna win this, I'm gonna be aggressive. Like I will play with the boys and rip them out of the water.
I love that. Good thing we didn't know about that growing up, fellas. Otherwise,
that would have changed levels there. It's a great game without that. Nice. All right, Max.
all right. So I'm gonna ask. This is probably one of the more basic ones. All right. So on a typical meet day, what does your day look like?
We are very like early risers. So no matter if it's like a night or meet or like afternoon, like we are up early, we're getting ready, like we're eating. I have to learn how to fuel myself better and like eat more properly just because like I either undereat or eat too much and then you feel like a rock in the water. And so we kind of just, if it's more of an afternoon, like later in the day meet, we're going to practice in the morning. We're going to make sure like we're still getting a workout in if it's just like a dual meet, which is like against another team. So like we'll do a practice in the morning, we'll go back to your like house and just kind of hang out. And then we'll go back to the pool, warm up, stretch, do all of that stuff. Yeah.
That's crazy. So you would have a full-fledged practice before like a dual meet, and then go back and then compete. That's crazy. Okay,
Yep,
wow.
because we here really do care about like our middle of the season meets, but like we focus so much on like end of season that like even just missing one practice is gonna affect us, I guess. But
What does a practice look like? Typical Grace, and then on a game day.
our practices, I mean, I don't know how like I keep doing it. We're just staring at the bottom of the pool. We're staring at the ceiling because it's just nonstop back and forth, back and forth. I mean, we probably do like on average at least like 6,000 yards per practice. And when you're on the wall, you're like struggling to just finally get that last breath, and then you go again for another like set. So
You allowed to wear a Fitbit or like an Apple Watch or anything?
I have before. I used to, but like I would just look at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just swam for over 2 hours and like my calorie count is so high. But yeah. And then like a meet day it's not as intense. It's more of just like kind of getting your body like moving and everything, like still getting your heart rate up. But it's still intense.
Damn, that's awesome. It's actually still my turn, so I'm gonna go again. Okay, so I'm wearing this shirt. So it's, I don't know, it's just some random United States Olympic team shirt. So 2028 is in Los Angeles. What's the word? Are you?
I think it's so funny every time people ask me that because I'm a good swimmer, but I'm not like to the extent of the Olympics. I probably not 2028. I'll be retired by then. Like I'm not sticking around. But 2024, like I haven't gotten my cut yet just because they came out with the cuts. Hopefully this summer, but like I'll get an Olympic trials cut and I'll go there and compete for a spot. But I mean, I'm just really there for the experience. Like, I'm not gonna final or anything.
That's still awesome. So Paris, France. Okay, if you are there,
The one to
I don't know.
get.
I don't think we'll make it, but that's really cool. That's all.
I'll give a shout out.
All right, I love it. That's so cool. Retired. Is there professional swimming?
There is. There's not very much. I think it's like starting to grow a little bit more with like meets wise and like money wise, but really like if you're a professional swimmer, it's like you're going for the Olympics, you're on the Olympic team.
Gotcha. Okay, fair. All right, Sam.
All right, yeah. I'll follow off that one. Do you have a favorite swimmer?
I'm not gonna say just like the basic like Michael Phelps because everyone knows that like he is probably like the best and one of the favorites, but like the new kind of moving up Michael Phelps is Caleb Dressel. He swam at Florida. He's the sprinter. He's just like a beast. Like he's got tattoos like all over. Like he's so cool.
New age.
Respect. Follow-up question, since Dylan asked a bunch. What's your favorite place that you've ever swam? Like either competitively or just recreation? Like if you've been to like a cool
I have that
place.
question too.
I freshman or sophomore high school summer, there was junior nationals at Stanford, and they have these humongous outdoor pools. They had like 2 huge pools that could be broken up into like 3 different ones. They had like a water polo pool, and it's all outside. It's super sunny out. It was just so cool to be there.
It's pretty sweet.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Well, Stanford.
Yeah, checks out.
Yep. Max.
So I know you competed at SEC championships and the NCAA championships. Which one was more nerve-wracking for you personally?
Personally, SECs. NCAA's was kind of like the cherry on top. I didn't exactly know I was going to get like an individual event. I kind of figured I would have a relay. But SEC is like, that's like what we mostly train for. I mean, we got third this year, should have gotten second. But we've like won it. We won it 2 years ago. So we put a lot of pressure on SECs because like we don't necessarily win a lot of dual meets because of just like the way points are scored out. We're so much more like deep in what we swim that when we get to SECs, we score so many points in different events. And like even though the SEC it's the most competitive out of like all the conferences for swimming, I had a better chance of like finaling and scoring points versus NCAA's was just kind of like, what can you do a month later after just doing like the hardest meet?
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I see what you're saying. Like you didn't expect to be there, and just to be there was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that a lot. That's like
Awesome.
in Little League World Series when you're the regional championship and you go to Little League World Series. Cherry on top.
Going off my question, who did win the NCAA team or national championship?
Virginia. So they have like
That's random.
they have Olympians, like the top swimmers, like world record holders, everything like that. They're unstoppable.
Wow,
Why?
that's crazy. I wouldn't have pegged Virginia as to be like
Yeah.
a hotbed school to go.
No, I know I couldn't even think about it because it's not who you really think about.
Yeah.
Why is it, Grace?
I honestly have no idea. I don't know like what first brought them to there besides like I know now because like they are the top that like all the incoming swimmers like want to go there, but I don't know what really like set it off for girls to start going there.
All right, fair enough. Okay, I have a 3-part question. 1, do you have your schedule for next year?
I do.
Excellent. 2, what's the closest to the Metro Detroit area you'll be traveling? Any like I saw you competed against Ohio State last year, but it was in Lexington. Anything in like the Big Ten area territory?
So we go to Ohio State every year for like our mid-season meet. We don't really compete like one-on-one against Big Ten schools or anything like that. We'll go to Cincinnati just for like a little dual meet that's like the meet of the year. We win every event. We're having fun. We're doing random events that we normally don't swim.
Daddy's home, yeah.
Mhm.
3, can we go to that Cincinnati and or Columbus and can we get it going? Like what's the crowd situation like at a swim?
Of course.
I'm not sure.
It honestly like it's all parents. Nobody like there's no like student section or anything. If there's students there, it's like somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend or friend that's close, but it's all the parents, and our parents are so supportive. They're so fun. Like they'll try to like start chants and everything, but it's nothing like a football or basketball game.
Book us.
Sounds right up our alley.
Yep, that's us. And then my last one, I guess, point 4. So we have had Tyler, Jackson, and Sophia. So we have 3 LTES athletes. Jackson's kind of retired. So we were hoping you'd be the 4th if you were into it. The 4th LTES athlete.
Of course. I need something.
Oh, let's go. We'll NIL you out. Max is got bankroll. He's about to be a teacher.
Hey, I'm rolling in the dough.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Grace. This amazing stuff. I am blown away by everything you've said, and I'm blown away by the fact that I want to watch you swim. I want to watch it happen.
I'll be honest. Part of me wanted to become a swimmer, but after hearing about the practices, I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, I did club swimming at SVSU for like a week, and I was like, oh nope, done with it.
My shoulders hurt enough. I don't think I
Look
need
at
that.
So seriously, thank you so much. But so stick on though, stay around. We're gonna do some picks, and then we'll get out of here. Before that, we have a quick shout out to On the Border. Stop on into your local On the Border restaurant and canteen to enjoy some authentic Mexican cuisine and mention our podcast, Legally Teach and Engineer Sports, to earn free chips and salsa for your whole table. Offer applies only for dine in. On the Border is celebrating 40 years of business, so stop in today to enjoy a fajita, quesadilla, or mouth-watering sangria flavored margarita. If by chance you find your way at the Auburn Hills On the Border, sit at the bar, ask for Julian, and mention my name, and he could hook you up with a little something something, even if you're not 21. Oh, didn't say that. All right, moving on to
Julian.
Julian. Max, you led the way last week at 4-1. Good job.
Thank you.
Phillips was 2-2. I was 4-4. Sam, 0-2. Thumbs down.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty equal. 47-49 Max, 15-49 Sam, Dylan, 71-90.
Ooh.
With that, I think we let our guest Grace make some picks here. So I think you might have some picks lined up, Grace. I'm not sure. So NHL, some NBA. What are you feeling?
So I know a little bit more about the NBA, not very much, but I know LeBron. Take LeBron any day.
All right.
Smart.
He's over
And with the
Grizz.
Lakers.
All right.
Smart. I respect that. It's a great pick.
And then I had to ask around a little bit for hockey, but I'm also going to go with LA.
That Kentucky Wi-Fi. Sad school.
So I do think
Grace
Grace
is frozen.
She's back.
Back.
It's
back.
this dorm Wi-Fi.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you're going LA Kings, though, right? Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, respect. I like those both. Sam.
All right, yeah. So I didn't realize how close I was to 500 there, so I got to bounce back this week. So we're gonna go MLS, scary territory. We're gonna take Portland over Cincinnati. That's a Saturday game. I'm sticking away from Fulham. I didn't pick them last week and they won, and I need them to keep winning, so we're gonna avoid them and hope that stays true. But I'm gonna take the Angels over the Yankees. That's a Thursday night game for the MLB, and then NHL, give me the Devils over the Rangers. Thursday night game, not tonight. So that's my picks.
Excellent. I like Devils. I want the Devils bad. I want them tonight. Just drop the puck on TBS Tuesday night here. Max, I'm gonna go before you.
That's fine.
I'm going to go with Grace with the Lakers, but I'm gonna parlay with the other two. I'm going Bucks. They can't lose to the Heat again. They need to win. And then Nuggets, money line parlay all of those together on Wednesday night. And then give me the NHL. I'm going against Grace. I'm going Oilers to beat the Kings and give me the Stars. They lost in overtime last night. It was tough sledding. Moneyline parlay, both of those. Thursday, I'm going back to my cricket. Got me a win last week, so I'm going back. I'm going with the Kolkata Knight Riders. They're the Knight Riders, baby. They're gonna beat the Delhi Capitals. And then I'm going. So this week in the PGA Tour, you have a teammate, and the favorites are Shoffley and Cantley. But I'm going Max Homa and Morikawa plus 750, and then give me Brentford to beat Aston Villa on Saturday. Max.
That should be a good one.
So I'm gonna ride with Grace in the NBA. Give me the Lakers. I like that. Like she said, don't go against LeBron.
Hey, for fun, I'm gonna take the other team because you guys took all you guys took the Lakers. I'm taking the other team.
Hey, it's your boy Ja, Sam. It's your boy Ja. So give me the Lakers, then give me the Heat plus 9. The Bucks can win, but the Heat aren't going to get blown out. Giannis is still questionable. So then give me the Nuggets minus 8.5. The Wolves shouldn't be there. Then I'm going against Grace in the hockey and riding with Dylan. The Oilers got snubbed last night in overtime. They need to play better. It's the only game I'm going to pick for the NHL. And then shout out to Tate, our soccer guy. Give me my Seagulls over Man U this weekend. I'm sorry, Tate.
Love it. Excellent. That is all for episode 31. Grace, any last words?
Thank you so much for doing this. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, you're awesome. Thank you so much. We're gonna have you back on very soon. You're an LTS athlete, and we're looking forward to seeing the Olympics. That's all for Cats Can Swim. Our quotes from Michael Phelps: "You can't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the farther you get." Michael Phelps.